Rise and shine, everyone. 611, Chopper 15 flying high among the mountains here, but we are headed to 35th Avenue in Dunlap. I understand there's a car in the canal in that area. We will certainly bring you any news as we get to that scene this morning, but first let's toss it over to Steve.
Thank you, Tracy. Medicare is about to go through the biggest change in 40 years. The new prescription drug benefit, known as Medicare Part D, will affect 40 million Americans. You may have seen one of the TV commercials out there right now, but maybe you're still not sure what all of those changes mean. It can be very confusing, and so here to help us sort through all of it is Burk Rosenthal. He's with Rosenthal Retirement Planning. First of all, this is something that's not free. We should keep that in mind. You're going to pay a premium just like you would with insurance, right?
Definitely. This is an insurance program. Private insurance companies are working in conjunction with Medicare on this issue. There are premiums involved. There are co-payments involved. And so, no, it's not free. But it is estimated that the government is going to cover about 75% of the costs overall. And although the plans are different that one can choose from, they all are required to have a deductible no larger than $250. In some cases, folks may pay a higher premium, and there will be no deductible.
It can be very confusing, and there are quite literally dozens of plans out there depending on where you live in the country. So what criteria should you be using? What should you be thinking about?
You want to look at the prescription drugs you're currently taking. That's a big issue. You want to look at the formulary on a particular plan that you may be evaluating. The formulary is the list of drugs that plan covers. You obviously want to make sure the drugs that you're currently taking are on that plan. I recommend you look at your family medical history. You may have a history of heart disease or diabetes or high blood pressure, and you may want to make sure that the major drugs that cover those ailments are on your plan in case you have issues down the road as well.
I know that the enrollment period starts up here in November, and you actually have a little bit of time into next year to enroll. But if you want to be enrolled as of January 1st, you have to enroll pretty quickly, right?
December 31st in order to be enrolled on January 1st. But you do technically have until May 15th to enroll. You just would not be enrolled come January 1st.
This is there's a big issue here with identity theft too, and I do want to touch on that a little bit because the scam artists are out there and they're always trying to take advantage of elderly folks. This may be one of the occasions though where either somebody from the government or an insurance company may actually call you. So how do you tell a legitimate caller from somebody who's trying to scam you?
You can always call 1-800-MEDICARE to verify the source. You definitely don't ever want to give out private information to someone who calls you. There have already been cases of folks giving out driver's license numbers, bank account numbers, social security numbers. You never want to give out private information to someone that calls you. As a matter of fact, if you want to be conservative, if you make an outbound call, you can always ask for literature and applications to be sent to your home, and you can apply the old-fashioned way rather than, on the telephone or online.
Obviously, we have a limited amount of time here to touch on all of these types of things, but if seniors want more information, where do they go to get it?
Several places. You can go to 1-800-MEDICARE. Medicare.gov website is a great information source. There's a comparison analysis tool on that website. Highly recommend if someone doesn't have internet access, maybe get with a family member or a friend who does. But otherwise, there's a booklet being mailed throughout the month of October to folks called the Medicare and You 2006 Handbook. Great information in there. You can always pick up the phone and call 1-800-MEDICARE as well.
Burk Rosenthal from Rosenthal Retirement Planning, thanks for joining us this morning. And good information today on the Medicare prescription drugs. Tracy?